Well, hello. Welcome back to Kenny's Claggy Garage and welcome to these two new hedge trimmers that I bought for 50 kroner, $7 each at the flea market. And welcome back to this Einhell trimmer that I did a video on a while back, and it was actually sold but came back, and yeah, I bought these two I think 2 weeks ago or something. 50 kroner, $7 a piece. They said that they did not work, and there's some parts here in the bag. I don't know anything, because it was actually my wife who went over there and just sent me a snap asking if I wanted them, and I just said yeah, let's just take them in. So I'm gonna dig into them, see if we can make them run. Maybe not today, but at least in this video, and maybe I'll include something about this one if I'm gonna mess with it. So let me put you in the stand or something, and let's start with one of them. Now let's just start from one end and deal with that one, and move these a bit to the side. This is a partner from 2010. Seems complete. Stuff is moving. Why won't it run? Do we have spark? And again, I bet it's one of these where I really need to get a 19mm spark plug. I have searched online. I cannot find a 19. Whoa! Why? Why is that so tight? Holy smokes. There we go. I see some fluid in the primer. The spark plug is it's wet. Why is that? It smells of fuel. It smells of something. Maybe it will burn. So, do we have those glittery things? Where is the pull start? Oh, over here. On. Well, dumbass. If you want to check for spark, make sure that the metal item that you are testing against is actually connected to some other metal, because this screw that dumbass here just tried, it just goes down to the plastic cover underneath. So maybe I'm not able to show you guys. Maybe I'm not able to show myself. I cannot see anything. Why? It is. No. Stupid ass. It got a very weak spark. Well, at least it got something. Maybe it needs a new plug or something. But let's just see if it will run. This is just quick and dirty. To see what I actually got here. It got... What's up with all this sawdust? Is this the fuel tank? We got some double cable action going on here. One goes down to the drive and the other one is throttle. Maybe some adjustment if possible. Is this the fuel tank? Look how tiny it is. Is this it? It must be. Anything? We got a little bit of, you cannot see anything. We got a little bit of something down there. Not much. Should we check the air cleaner? Just because then we did it. And just see what we got going on in here. Got a spider living in here, but I'm sure that he's going to leave. I can only really see the choke. It looks okay in here, so I'm just gonna put it back just for now. Foam filter here, this looks fine. There we got spark. We got air, I hope, and we got some thing that is kind of like fuel, but not really much. Should we see if it will fire up? Okay, well, this is definitely a trimmer. Look at these fine teeth. It seems really flimsy. And it's not that, the blade is not that thick. Not like those. I don't know what's the deal is here. Plenty of suspension. Now, let's try and give it a couple of pulls and see if it will go. Place your bets. Now, let's prime it. I think we already did that, and it's on full choke. In the on position. It's gonna go. Well, maybe if I put in some fuel. Let me just rig something up. It really doesn't hold much. I don't know why they would make such a small fuel tank. So where did the lid go for the... Did it even have a lid? Great, maybe not. Yeah, I just filled this jug and made a complete mess down on the floor with gasoline everywhere, so that's perfect. And now it doesn't have a lid. The story of my life. Fool, didn't see it. Oh well, let's try to start it again. The prime is a lot stronger now. Oh yeah. Let's just get rid of the air. You cannot see it. You're gonna have to trust me. Now, full choke. I found the lid. Dumbass. Okay. Now we got it. Ignition, choke, fuel. Why won't it run? Sounds like one super. It runs. It sounds nice. And they said it wouldn't run. Something smells really burnt when it's running. And it's not fuel. Oh well, that calls for further investigation, I think. But as of right now, I'm satisfied with this one. It runs. And the fine teeth here are moving back and forth. So let's just jump right on to the next one and see what we got in this lovely bag. So what do we have here? A really sloppy handle. Are you supposed to be able to tilt it? Is this... Oh, that feels really bad. Look at that play. Oh well. So, should we open the bag? Yeah. Oh, let me air out a little bit. It stinks. So, this was from 2008. It's a Hitachi brand. Now, what do we have in the puke bag here? Okay. So where did that go? We've got few lines. Why? I don't know. Yeah, because they're missing on the machine. Of course. Okay. So, where were they supposed to go? So I guess we're going in here then. The throttle also seems really sloppy. Do we have spark on this one? Is that the same jazz? Yeah, of course it is. Great. This looks brand new. It just needs to get wiped off, I guess. So let's just do that. It's a NGK Racing. But do we have some racing sparks out of it? Now, again, you cannot see anything, and neither can I. Yeah, we got spark. Also a bit weak, but better than the other one. I really didn't test the compression on the other one, so maybe I should do it on this one with the spark plug back in. Click. On with you again. There we go. So yeah, I guess it's good enough. It's Japanese, so I'm sure it's going to run. We just need to figure out fuel. Can you still see anything? Maybe I should keep this a little bit organized. Me organized? Yeah, right. Good as used. Is this hose cut, or looks like a cut there, right? Or yeah, we'll see. First, let's get in here. So, what? Come off. There. That looks nice, right? Yeah. So here we have a little foam filter. Yeah. normal stuff. And the choke is just a flapper. Ha, nice sound. So yeah, I guess my best bet is to take off the air filter housing, and chances are that the carburetor is going to come with it off, and that's fine, because I think I need the access. I think it's down here that we need to access the fuel tank. How does the fuel tank even look? So off with the carb. Uh-oh. Ah, okay. It's just a washer going on top there. So let me get it back. Thank you. Now do the air filter housing come off? Yeah, there we go. That must go on top here, spring. So how does this work? Maybe we need 3 hoses, because the primer needs to go somewhere. And but where does that go? Good question. I don't know. No. Let me get myself some better access, and then we'll see. So I got the hoses all back together again in what I hope is the right way, and I think I see why it got parked. Actually, my wife just said to me that the people at the flea market said that this one was pissing fuel, so that's why they parked it, not the guys at the flea market. But I think I see where the problem is. That boot down here is just totally loosey-goosey. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think it's going to seal up, so I think that's our issue. Should we try to dump in some fuel and see if that's correct, and just for shits and giggles try to run it? I don't have parts for this machine, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's going on the shelf. Maybe I can get another tank or something along the line. But as of right now, I'm not going to put too much effort into it, because it's not worth it for me. Not right now. I got other projects. Do you want to see? I just bought this fine Warrior. A really old, tired power tiller, or what you want to call it. So a video coming up on that one. And I sorted. What were you doing this weekend? I was sorting my lawnmowers in good shields and bad shields. There's 30 good ones, or what I hope will be good ones. Still got 4 for sale. Maybe that yellow one is sold. and then just a pile of scrap. I'm gonna take my evenings, and I think I'm just gonna start one by one, stripping every machine for what I think I'm going to need: cables and belts, springs, what I feel for. And then one by one they will move closer to the closer to the gate over there, and then onto the trailer and be sold as scrap. So I got all kinds of stuff going, so I don't really have time to mess with stuff I don't really think I'm going to end up fixing anyways, at least not right now. But let me put in some fuel now that we are on our towel here, and then let's see. Can you? No, you cannot. By the way, if you are a DIY guy like me, and you are fooling around with something from Japan or something, and you try to undo some screws or bolts or something, and you think you do not have the right screwdriver, well, take a look at the bolt, the head of the bolt. If it got that little dot there, chances are that you got exactly the tool that you think you got, but you need another one, because that dot there means that this screw is JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard, and that's just something different than what a normal set of screwdrivers would be. So if you are jamming up, or not jamming up, yeah, you get the idea, you need another screwdriver. So let's pour some gasoline here on my table. Yeah, we're pissing. Or what? Did it just spill? Are we actively dripping? It's right there. Can you see it? I really cannot imagine that would hold tight. Well, let's put in some more. We've got a full tank now, so if it's going to leak, now is the time. And it is. That one, just like suspected, is not holding up. So screw it. Let me try to fire it up while I got gasoline in it, and try to catch the rest of my fuel. Yeah, we are dripping. So let's see if it will run. It probably runs just fine. It's Japanese, so let's try it. Joe. Yeah. And what if I primed it? What if I checked if the damn primer works? The stuff that I've just been messing around with. Looks like it. And that just made the dripping even worse, because I think now I pressurized the tank. Great. And bolts are coming loose now. Where's that from? Come on. Before we flood whole garage with 2-stroke gasoline. Yeah, that's what I figured. It probably runs just fine. It's just that fuel issue. Where did that bolt come from? It doesn't seem to be missing underneath. Is it from the other one? I don't know. Let's give it some revs and yeah, just as I figured. It seems to be running just fine for what I can. Yeah, I don't know what 10 seconds is worth, but now let me dump back the fuel into my container, and I think I'm going to end it for tonight because they are loud, these machines, and the neighbor is right in there. You see that falling apart wall? Right on the other side, there's a lady living in there. So, peace out. See you later. Now, the Einhell hedge trimmer was actually sold, but it came back because I changed the grommet here, but not the hoses. And then I sold it. I tried it and I thought it was fine, but I sold it and the guy complained that it was leaking fuel, and he thought that there might be a crack in the fuel tank, but I don't think so. And he said that the grommet might be leaking, and then I said, well, the grommet is brand new, so maybe the hoses, because I didn't change the hoses, and at least one of the hoses had been sitting in the grommet for some while, so it shrunk, and I didn't change them, so I thought that might be it. He changed the hoses, and it's still leaking, he says, and it's running poorly and quits. So first of all, I don't know if it's the right hoses, because maybe they need to be a bigger diameter for the grommet. But first, let's see if we can figure out where it's leaking. It is actually the grommet. Well, that's bad. I think it is. Whoa, is that bad? Holy crap. That's really bad. A funnel. Let me get my fuel back. Well, at least some of it. Well, that was really bad, actually. Even worse than when it left. Yeah, I don't know if it's the grommet. It looked like it. Yeah, I think it's the grommet. Because it is just, it's really loose. Yeah, that's no good. And that was the biggest one I had, I'm pretty sure. I bought 2 or 3 or 4 or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was the biggest one, because the smallest I have is 18 millimeters and the biggest one I have left is 20. I'm pretty sure that that one is 22. So that's a fail. Yeah, I can see why he did bring it back. I don't have really good luck with these hedge trimmers, do I? The Hitachi was also leaking like a sieve because of the grommet. I call it a grommet, I don't know if it is. Well, a fail here to end with. I'm not gonna do anything right now because yeah, I don't have the right stuff. So yeah, let's just put it back to storage. So one out of 3, that's pretty bad. Statistics, right? Well, you cannot win every time. Well, if you have been watching, thank you very much. I'm gonna sign out here. Yeah, well, thank you for watching. See you later.